Okay guys, welcome back. I cannot believe it. I have talked about my age several times on my YouTube channel, and I will be 37 in February, which is, yes, it is a good thing to get older, but sometimes we wish we knew things when we were younger. And one of the things I wish I knew about when I was younger is how to take care of your skin in your 30s. Also, as I've gotten older, I've noticed that as winter approaches, my skin really does indeed tend to dry out a little bit, and sunscreen is one of those things that I used to never really care about, and now I care a ton about it. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to take care of your skin in your 30s, natural skincare products for your 30s, and skincare routine for your 30s, as well as how to take care of dry skin in wintertime. These are my best natural skincare tips for glowing skin, and I guarantee you if you follow them, you will have glowing skin too, and I can't wait to share what I know with you. And as always, this is an open community. In the comments section, we like to learn from each other. This is a learning platform. I'm not the be-all end-all expert. You guys have loads of knowledge, so I can't wait to hear your guys' tips in the comments section below as well. But before we get into the tips and the products, let's first subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification so that when I release a new video, you'll be the very first to know. Okay, so the reality is that, as I set my computer down, okay, the reality is that everybody's skin is super different. So a lot of what I might say might ruffle your feathers or it might not work for you, but this is what has worked for me. I'm almost 37 and I'm just now starting to see wrinkles on my face, and I've got a few little skin tags here and on my eyes, and I really feel like a good skincare routine in your 30s is like the foundation. So take what I say with a grain of salt. This may or may not work for you, but some tips that have really stood the test of time for me that I started doing in my early 20s was that I really drink a ton of clean water every single day. And when I say clean, you know, do with that what you will. Our tap water here in the United States is by and large pretty clean. It's very drinkable, and so I know some people want to just only drink tap water, and that's really great, and some people are like, I need like even super purified water, and I'm somewhere in between. I'm not like super stickler for it, but my husband and I do get like reverse osmosis water from our health food store, and so even before I was doing that, I was drinking lots of water, and I try to drink like 2 to 3 liters a day, but really you need to drink the amount of water that feels comfortable for you. But I will say that the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I drink lots of water after brushing my teeth, and I have loads of coffee. I'm not a super duper health nut, but I eat pretty well as well, so I try to eat vegetables, fruits. I try to eat a diet that's got a lot of different nutrients in it so that my skin is taking all of that nutrition up. I've also noticed that doing yoga daily and walking a ton helps to clear out my skin as well. I think like when you sweat, you get your body moving, you're just going to naturally have lots of circulation going on in your body, and so that's always really, really good. I think something else that has always helped me is that when I first graduated college, I got a job working at Whole Foods Market, and I started to learn about not only natural skincare and natural body care products, but I also learned about health and wellness from the inside out. And so my views on that have changed a ton over the years, but I will say that just being aware of like making sure you're getting enough hydration, making sure you're getting enough sleep if you're able to, making sure that you get all of your minerals and vitamins in your diet is really crucial, and then just using products on your skin that don't contain a lot of harsh chemicals and that aren't going to cause you to age more. So if you're able to use certain things that are more, let's say, natural or clean, that's always going to be better for your body because it's just safer for you. You don't have to worry about 10 years down the line the FDA coming out saying, yeah, that thing that we allowed in this skincare or in this makeup is no longer allowed, because that has really happened over the years. Some makeup products that we used in the 80s and 90s are not allowed on the market anymore because they are now no longer considered safe. So this is all very important to keep in mind. That doesn't mean that you need to be afraid. That doesn't mean that you need to become a hypochondriac or like overly health conscious. It just means to be a little bit aware of what you're putting in your body and what you're putting on your body, because what you put on your skin immediately absorbs into your skin. So I never really wore a lot of makeup growing up. I didn't wear makeup in high school. I didn't really wear makeup in college. Foundation, concealer, all that stuff was really new to me in my 30s. So I think not wearing a lot of makeup served me well and helped my skin to sort of naturally clear out. The more I exercised, the more vegetables and fruits I ate, the better my skin seemed to be. And so also I've noticed that as I've been on my healing journey from psoriasis, cutting out gluten and dairy has personally helped my skin to heal on my foot. And I do think that plays a big role in your overall hair, skin, and nails. So some things that I love to use now that have been working really well for me to help naturally anti-age my skin or prevent aging early. And again, like I said, I'm not the uber expert on this, so I'd love to hear your guys' suggestions in the comments section below. I've got my little skincare basket here. I've heard so much about Tata Harper, and this is a little sample of her resurfacing mask. I was like, is Tata Harper really worth it? It turns out that it is. It's very expensive, and hence the samples. But this is the resurfacing mask for instant glow. So when we're talking about getting that glowing skin, this is definitely one of the ways to do that. I feel like this gave me a noticeable change and difference in my skin tone and texture. I would consider my skin to be oily to normal, oily, not very sensitive, not very dry. So for your skin type, that might be a little bit different, but I always say, like, talk to an esthetician, talk to somebody who's like really well versed in skincare, and then always like do your research on these products' websites. They'll be able to guide you in the right direction, probably better than I would, but these are just the things that I use. Okay, so I'm not using a great cleanser right now. I'm actually using bar soap, but it's like an organic, very hydrating bar soap. So I'm okay with that, but I do need to get back onto my ILIA cleanser. But the one thing I will always shout from the rooftops that I have been loving is this Josh Rosebrook Daily Acid Facial Toner. This is the bomb, you guys. I adore this stuff. Not only does it smell amazing, it almost smells like apple cider vinegar mixed with like a little bit of a floral essence. This has an instant exfoliating power. So when you read the ingredients, which I can pop on the screen right here, you'll see that these are natural physical exfoliants or chemical exfoliants. I'm not exactly sure. You know what I'm saying. You see, I have a lot to learn still, but this stuff is the bomb. I absolutely adore it. It really did instantly change the texture of my skin. I noticed that my skin looked and felt clearer and softer from using this, and I use it daily, sometimes twice daily, morning and evening. Morning cleanse, evening cleanse. With this, however, you do have to use an SPF, which everybody's all about recommending SPF. Definitely use SPF if you're going to be using this Daily Acid Facial Toner. So I've got this beauty from NUORI. This was gifted to me. This is a mineral defense sunscreen for face and body, and it's broad spectrum SPF 30. So I was really curious and suspect about this stuff. I got this gifted to me, like a whole kit of stuff, earlier this summer, and someone in the comments section asked me what I thought about it. My honest opinion about this stuff is that it's some of the best sunscreen I've ever used. I've actually been layering it up. So I will use my SPF, my Super Serum Skin Tint from ILIA, which has an SPF 40. And everyone says you have to use a teaspoon of sunscreen to get full coverage. You're not gonna get a teaspoon of this on your face unless you want to look like a glazed donut. And some people do want to look like a glazed donut, but I don't. So I've been using this underneath, and it's so luxurious. It makes your skin look instantly glowy, and you don't even need makeup. But then I put the Super Serum Skin Tint on top. But listen, you don't need makeup. There is a noticeable cast with this stuff though, unless you do tons of blending. But the ingredients in this product are super fresh. Let me just, like, you can see it's super, what do you call this? Like, the mineral sunscreen is very cakey and blocky, but there's so much skincare product in this that when you really blend it in on your hand, let me give it a good warm up and blend in. I mean, you have to work it in. Like, this is a process. You can't just expect to put it on your face and go. You have to work it in. But once you work it in, there's like this instant glow on your skin. It's so soft, it's so hydrating that I almost can't believe how good my skin feels to the touch. Like dry and rough, soft and glowy. So the white cast goes away. So if you've got a darker skin tone, don't worry, just work it in. You have to work really hard at it. I have to work really hard at it. So maybe request a sample or something like that. But the skincare components that are in there, I think, are worth it. And NUORI is known for having the freshest batched ingredients. I don't think that you can find fresher skincare. Their stuff is not sitting on shelves for forever. Like, they put the batch number and like the date that it was made on the skincare, so that's quite nice. Okay, now moving on to another NUORI product, which I'm really loving, is the Vital Repair Serum. This is the rehydrating and soothing. What do I say about this? 1 to 2 pumps. I use 1. I've even used this on my hair because it's got so much nutrition in there. It's like, I say nutrition, but you guys know what I mean. There's so many like helpful ingredients in there that I feel would also help with hair care. I don't know if that's a thing, but I put this on after I cleanse and tone. So I cleanse, I tone, I do 1 pump of the serum, then I do the sunscreen, then I will load up the Super Serum Skin Tint from ILIA, and this does have niacinamide, squalene, and hyaluronic acid in it. I use ST10, which is kind of like a warmer shade, but it does blend in really nicely. I'm not wearing it right now, but it looks virtually the same. It like looks identical, but just to show you how well it works on the skin, let me just see. Yeah, can you see how like soft and glowy that looks? Okay, so let me just pop some of that on there. Look at how well that just blends in with the sunscreen underneath. And you wouldn't think that this would blend in that well, but it absolutely does. And it leaves your skin feeling so glowy and so dewy and so hydrated. And just using the Super Serum Skin Tint, like, it changes your skin because of the skincare that's in there. I've noticed that over the past 1.5 to 2 years of using the Super Serum Skin Tint that it really is acting like skincare for me, so I love it. Moving on, for the evening time, once I wash my face, I'll use the Daily Acid Facial Toner again. And then I have been absolutely loving, cannot even begin to tell you, loving this product from Israel. It's called Lavido. It's inspired by nature. You can see I've used up so much of this. This is like, it says their age away hydrating cream. It's evening primrose seed, sea buckthorn, and pumpkin seed. And you can see it's very creamy, it's very rich. I've used up almost this whole thing. I did not think I was gonna love this at all, and I'm obsessed with it now. Like, game changer, game changer. Get this now. This is amazing. Their body butter is amazing. It's the most hydrating stuff I've ever used in my life. Can you tell I'm hyped up about this? They also have this beautiful, very beautiful pomegranate replenishing facial serum. This is pomegranate seed, lemon myrtle, and mandarin, plus loads of other stuff. And so what I'll do is I'll cleanse and tone, use the 4-dot method with this, and then I'll take 2 tiny little droplets and pop it here and pop it here, and then kind of like working under my eyes, and then use the rest on my lips to seal in the moisture. Guys, I do feel like my skin is changing so much. I'm not wearing makeup right now. Like, my skin looks so clear and so like squishy and firm, and I'm just like noticing that all these little patches of raised skin are starting to go away. I know I need to go to a dermatologist, get that double checked, but I'm really happy with Lavido. Let me double check, did I say that right? Lavido, inspired by nature skincare. This stuff is amazing. Kelly from the beauty market here where I live in Knoxville gave me those as samples. She was like, try them out, tell me what you think. So girl, if you're watching, get that stuff in your store because that stuff is amazing. I know you carry the body balm, but that skincare is legit. I actually feel super good about it. It makes my skin look so soft and so clear, and like my wrinkles are starting to slowly go away. They are still there in my eye. I don't know, like this is legit starting to happen to me, and that's okay. It means I'm still alive, I'm still living, I'm still breathing. So this is all good stuff. There's lots more to talk about in the comment section. I want to know, what's that extra level of skincare that you guys are like, Brie, you haven't even, what about retinol? What about blah, blah, blah? I don't know about any of that stuff. Tell me, help me, point me in the right direction because I don't know. I would love to do even more interesting things, but keep it natural for me, baby. Keep it natural because I'm all about that life. I hope those skincare tips were helpful for you. I hope that you learned a little bit about taking care of your skin in your 30s. When you're in your 20s, you can certainly do all of this stuff and start young. I also quit smoking when I was like 22. 23. I hardly ever drink, and I do think that that makes a big difference. Don't smoke, kids. Please limit your alcohol consumption. Sugar, I still eat sugar, but I don't go like bananas. I don't eat candy. I don't eat, you know, ice cream and all that stuff. I'll have like sometimes I'll indulge in certain like traditionally sweet things, but my husband and I pretty much have like, we make most of our food at home, so I'll have the occasional donut. I'll have, no food is off limits for me unless it's going to affect my psoriasis, but even then I'll still try to have like some of it because I don't want to cut things out of my diet. That's not for me. Maybe you need to do that for you, but for me, I want to have access to all foods because I think I've struggled so much in the past with like being super judgmental about foods from a health perspective, having been a health coach, that now I've really worked super hard to heal my relationship with food, and I don't want to damage that. So I will eat whatever, but probably in super moderation, and the majority of what I eat is home cooked vegetables, fruits, meats that are organic if possible, sometimes fish, and if I'm super allergic to something and it affects my psoriasis, I won't eat it. But no cigarettes, very little alcohol, lots of water, good sleep when you can get it, going outside for walks, you know, exercising in whatever way that looks like exercising for you, and just taking good care of your skin, washing in the morning, washing your face in the evening, and making it like an enjoyable ritual. So that's all I've got for you today. I know that was a super long video. All the links are in the description box below, and let's have a conversation in the comments section. All right, I love you guys so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye. By the way, do you like my makeup? I'm gonna do a whole thing on ILIA next week, so you guys stay tuned for that.